Okay, so this is Sunday the 9th of June 2019. And I'm in my usual spot off the railings, looking over towards Barrow from Anchor's home. And what you can see today is that we do have an inferior mirage, but it's not as strong as it has been recently, but strong enough obviously. What's really quite interesting is that we're now seeing the low-lying land as well. Let's just get to that, this part here. So if you go back to some of my other videos, you'll see that this land that we're looking at now, this what appears to be floating land, isn't visible. There's a thicker inferior mirage that's hiding all that. But obviously today we're seeing it all. If you remember too that just beneath this tower structure that's there, we had a truck in one of my other observations that was right down at the shoreline. Obviously we wouldn't be able to see that again today because that inferior mirage is still a little strong for that. But hopefully this is the start of the weather starting to clear up. We've still got plenty of summertime left. We had very, very poor weather all year up to now. This inferior mirage is killing all my observations this year. It's not playing ball, it's hiding too much stuff. It's certainly not like last year, that's for sure. But yeah, some interesting stuff, just showing you how much can be visible depending on the strength of the inferior mirage. You know, it's not all a consistent height. You know, sometimes we have a thicker band, sometimes it's a thinner band. Today it's a thinner band, and that's where we were able to see this land here. So I'll show you my location as usual. Just off the railings. What's interesting is that I had a comment on one of my videos today, and they said, I don't understand why you're showing this well-known phenomena. It's a well-known phenomena. Why are you showing it? How does that prove the flat earth? Well, first and foremost, to win any war, you've got to understand where the winning arguments are. Now, last year, and the year before, the Globe has said that this obstruction that we see, this inferior mirage, is where the start of the curvature of the Earth was. So, anything beneath this centre point where the mirage starts, you know, that is where the curvature of the Earth is. That's what they said. And it's interesting to note that he now refers to it as a well-known phenomena, whereas an inferior mirage is nothing of the sort. It certainly hasn't been a well-known phenomena. It was claimed for Earth curve, that was it. That's what it was claimed for. It was their proof. And many an observation was lost to that fallacy because without us looking into it and understanding it, and understanding what it actually does and what's actually happening here, then, you know, we were losing those arguments. And that's why it was so beneficial to do this line of work, this inquiry, this research, because once we understood the inferior mirage, we realised it wasn't Earth curvature at all. Nothing of the sort. So in actual fact, where the inferior mirage is, and slightly just above it actually as well, just slightly above it, is blockage. It's atmospheric blockage, it's not Earth curvature. So now when you see boats go off in the distance and they end up in an inferior mirage, you know that you should have line of sight to the bottom of the boat. You should have line of sight to that. You should have line of sight to the bottom of this hill, but we don't. The line of sight is blocked by the inferior mirage, and that's just the way optics work. That's it. So no, it wasn't well known at all. It wasn't understood. It was just claimed for globe proof for the longest of times. So yeah, so that's why I show this stuff, that's why I come to the same spot, that's why I repeat these observations over and over and over. This is why I've got 4 terabytes of data. Because this is what advances our arguments. This is what gives people the ammunition to say, hey, we went and did an observation today, but we had an inferior mirage. And then you can work out data from that. It all starts from knowing what you're actually looking at to start with. So I just thought I'd mention that because it kind of irritated me that people think it's now a well-known phenomena. So yeah, just thought I'll tag this on to the other video that I just played a minute ago, so I'll edit it later and put it as a one video, and I'll see you in the next one. Again, I'll just show you my location just for proof of location, etc. Just get you the time, 1 second. Just get you the time. Time is 11:49 in the morning, Sunday the 9th of June 2019.